Right. Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 3 of this, my Sekiro playthrough. Last time we took down our first mini-boss of the game, of the real game, who was down there, and got ourselves a prayer bead as well as a gourd seed. And this time we're going to be continuing on. We will take that gourd seed back to Emma soon. I just want to keep moving ahead with the area, but yeah, in your playthrough by all means just take it back immediately. Now this area is quite tricky. There's a lot of enemies and they all cover each other's blind points quite nicely, so you want to be very good with your use of stealth, and if you want to retreat and back off and wait for them to stop noticing you, then it's entirely a valid strategy to do so. We're gonna try and eavesdrop on these guys here. Alright, so those guys telling us about Genichiro, who we're more than familiar with, Ishin, who we saw in the opening cutscene, and a man called Gyobu, who we haven't heard of before. So that's interesting. Apparently he's extremely fearsome. So let's see if we can grapple over there without them noticing. We can. No one else noticed either. I'd like to try and target the other one, because he's... The ones with the hats are ever so slightly more difficult to deal with, so... We'll go for next. This guy. We'll take some cover. And then, what I said about the guys with the guns, if you get up and close, they really can't do much. Now, there should be some more people around somewhere. You want to be pulling in as much money as you can, so remember to do that. Alright, these guys. These I would heavily recommend stealth killing if you can, so if you get spotted you can just back off and not fight. We're going to fight him normally, because... Although for this one, you can just back off. And as you can see, he's ramming up his own posture core. Occasionally enemies will do that, it's pretty rare, it's mostly just these guys. He's down, just in time for these guys. Okay, we're gonna back off in just a moment, because he got a few hits in us. And I'd rather not deal with that. Okay, there we go. The third one arrived at some point, or a fourth one, but now it's back to 3. Thrust attacks are heavily recommended, as enemies can't block them. They can deflect them, just like you, but if they're just blocking normally, then there's not much they can do about it. And also they deal pretty decent damage. I did actually break the posture of the other one, but I didn't actually change my target in time. And there we go. And as you can see, that bar on the top right has filled up now, and that means that we can do something special at Sculptor's Idols. And just there we picked up a Mibu Balloon of Wealth. It's a consumable item that if you use it for a small period of time, you will obtain more money from enemies, which is very nice. I might actually use that in a moment, because we're going to need some money pretty soon. Make sure we didn't miss any. Okay. And we'll keep moving on. Here we have this big open house where half of it seems to have been destroyed, and an old woman.
Inosuke ka, segare yo. Waka-sama o minakatta ka no?
We've got this woman who thinks we're her son, which, to the best of our knowledge, we are not.
Inosuke, mata sono yo na. Sonata wa washi ga okashiku natta to iu ga, sasuga ni segare o machigaeru wake nakano. Ma, yoi. Segare yo. この鈴をそなたに託そう。若様のことを案じ作った守り鈴じゃ。この守り鈴を仏様にお供えしておくれ。
Young Lord's Bell Charm. Oh, there's a bit of a graphical problem going on with that. Okay, don't worry about that too much. And she's asking us to offer it to Buddha. And there's only one place that we've seen Buddha so far. And also it's telling us to show it to the sculptor at the temple, just in case. Is there anything underneath the house? There's a chicken. Oh, sorry, 2 chickens. Just went to absolute town on that chicken. Can I... Okay. There's some stuff under here. I feel a little bad about robbing her, but realistically, I don't think she's using it. So, you know, we can go and take that. She won't miss it. There's a guy here who's, doesn't look well.
老人我が名は野上伊之助。平田家の老頭だった。どうかそこのあばら屋の老婆の様子見てやってくれぬか。私の母なのだが狂ってしまい、もはや誰が誰だか分かっておらぬ。お主の母に会ったぞ。鈴をもらった。そうか。礼を言う。母はその鈴をずっと気にかけていた。我ごとのように仏様に備えろと。
So that's the son of the lady we just talked to, and we took her bell for her. Let's see if he has anything more to
先
say.
ほどの御人か。母の相手をしてくれ。かたじけない。母はその鈴をずっと気にかけていた。我ごとのように仏様に備えろと。
Yes, so they're just reminding you, just in case you didn't realize. And we will be going to do that very soon. Ah yeah, that's the mod causing some problems on the side. I don't think it's telling us anything hugely important. And that is our first display of someone with a cannon. We cannot deflect cannon fire, in case that wasn't obvious. Because, well, it's a cannon, is basically the reason. Oh, fell off. Okay. Yeah, you can't revive if you fall off a cliff. I was trying to sneak around, but I did not jump far enough to grapple. Oops, basically. Here it's telling you about what you lose when you die. Well, that's a permanent death. Resurrection deaths don't count for this, but if you die again, then that's what counts. So you lose half of your current skill point bar, essentially, and also half of your money, which is not particularly nice. And of course, all the enemies are back once again. We can just run past them. typically getting up high is a good idea, since most enemies won't see you up there, and it will give you a good place to jump down from. Take him down. And we will pray that no one else saw us. Go for this guy. If you ever wonder if there's anyone around, it's sometimes a good strategy to just press the lock-on button. The game will normally tell you. There we go. Easy as pie. This time we have much more health. Take him down. Let's try this again. Got to open there. There we go. Get up behind him. Okay, seems to still know that we're here somehow. If he doesn't sort of unfocus, okay. He seems to have forgotten now, which is very helpful. Let's see if we wait for him to turn. Okay. Well, I thought he might turn around, but I got impatient. That's my fault. So we'll just go in like this. These guys do not stagger when you hit them. They have simply too much weight behind them. Except when you do that. If you break their posture, they will always stagger. And there we've gotten some gunpowder, which has no apparent use currently, but it may do in the future. And some antidote powder, which cures poison, which hasn't shown up yet, but it's going to. It's going to in strength. Oh, okay. We just barely missed getting an aerial on him, so we'll just do it normally. Take on that guy. A very important aspect of the game that sometimes fails to get mentioned is that normally when you attack, you will be fully committed to that until it finishes. However, if you want to suddenly deflect just at the start of it, then you can, but it has to be really at the start of the first few frames. So I couldn't do it there, but I can do it there. It's sort of before he actually starts the swing, if you like. There's a grapple point up there, but I don't think we can reach it as it stands. But I believe there's something for us up here. Something quite important, if my memory serves correctly. Maybe it doesn't, but I was pretty sure it did. Perhaps not. I may be thinking of a different place. My brain's going with my old age. But we will hop up here and have a look at what we are dealing with. And this here we have another spirit emblem, as we were told about before, to use our prosthetic tools. As you can see, we acquired a bunch from defeating enemies around the place and grabbing them off them. And let's see what these guys have to say. So those guys are talking about some big scary guy apparently, but before we go over there we're gonna just grab this, some more pellets, always good to have, drink our healing gourd, head down, and we can take out these guys fairly easily. There we go, easy as pie. But now we can hear what they were talking about. Here they have some sort of monster, a chained ogre. Now, we could fight this now. But I don't really want to. It's not particularly easy for us right now. Like I said, it's very scary, and they said to use fire if all else failed. But we don't have any fire right now. And now it's telling us about grab attacks, because this guy uses a lot of them. They cannot be deflected, and they cannot be sort of countered. You just have to move out of the way. Which I'm hoping I've done correctly. Good. We're not dealing with this right now. We will come back later when we have the appropriate tools. But right now, I'm looking at something else that I swear should be around here. Hang on. Let me check something. He should eventually sort of forget about us. Yes, it was back where we were before with the cannon guy. I just seem to have missed it, because it's quite important as a secret, and it's something that I didn't know about until quite recently, so I would like to show it if I could. And I should... Ah, I think this may be it. Perhaps, or maybe this is just this item. Either way, this is a Gachin's Sugar. It is a usable item that increases our stealth for a small period of time, which doesn't sound like much, but it can be a real lifesaver in certain scenarios. Okay, this is not it either. This is just down this way. Well, still, it's a good item. Nothing to sneeze at. So, I could have sworn that it was up and to the left from where the cannon guy was. And this seems like that place. So where is it? Oh, got stuck there. Okay. Just barely can't make it up there, so we grapple instead. And now where do we go? Oh yes, we should probably grab that sculptor's idol that's over there, since we're already here. Seems like it might be useful. There's also a chicken over here, which we can... Oh! Nearly turned around and noticed us, so we'll take him out now. There we go. And we'll sit down here, get our healing gourd back. And now we can, well, we have the enhanced physical attributes option open to us. We can't use it yet because we don't have enough prayer beads, but eventually we will be able to. We will rest. And we will head back down. We can see that strange purple light down there, and we will have a look at what that is. Chicken's interrupting us. So there we see our liege, Kuro, talking with Emma, who was back at the sculptor's hut, if you recall. Now, I want to find this thing that I can't seem to find. It's very annoying that I can't do that. They should be up here somewhere, I believe. Well, I suppose I shall have to find it for the next episode, and then get it then. I do somewhat apologise for the episodes going a little bit slowly, because I like to sort of let the dialogue talk itself out, and then it sort of carries on for a bit, but it's just, I like to help the world building along by doing that. I'm just going to keep looking around in case I missed it somewhere. But this may be where I just end the episode, and then I will try to find that for next time. Because I can't seem to get it anywhere. Unless it's just... no. Oh, perhaps it's along here? Aha. Nope. No, this just... aha! Up here. Yes! Here we are! Sorry, we're going around his back.
死者たちのご冥福のため品を売っておる。見たところあんたも随分と殺しておるな。ご供養していきなされよ。
So, this is a shop. We're going to find them around various places. And, well, they carry different things. So let's see what this guy's got. He's got some pellets. He has some antidote powder that we already have some of. Some Ogre sugar that we grabbed some of. Some Litecoin purses, which may seem confusing, but it's essentially a money storage system that you wouldn't lose when you die. And Robert's Firecrackers. Now those are something very important that you can grab for the Shinobi Prosthetic arm. Before, up until recently, I thought this was only obtainable later, but apparently you can get it as early as this if you have the necessary money. Makes a deafening sound frightening to animals, sold by little Robert and his father to raise funds for their travels. Their voyage brought them to Japan, where they sought the undying in an attempt to extend Robert's life. Now, if we just sell our Litecoin purses that we stole out of an old woman's house, doesn't sound great when you say it out loud, then we can grab these and head back to the sculptor's hut.
この辺りで使うでないぞ。カラスどもがビビっちまう。奴らいかに賢くとも鳥獣には違いないからの。ひどいことはせぬものじゃ。
He's very protective of the birds around here, but I wasn't planning to scare them anyway. I only am mean to birds who are mean to me, but I will grab things out of their nests because I need them more than they do. The bird has no use for money, other than it being shiny, which admittedly is a pretty good use. So we will head back to that sculptor's idol, and then we can plop that bad boy onto our arm, as well as using that gourd seed, and showing the sculptor that bell we got from Inosuke's mother, and it just fell down, really. Okay. Doesn't notice me. Stealth kill the bird. And over here, rest. Travel back to the temple. Right, more knowledge about the whereabouts of our heir that we are guarding.
変わったことがあったのですか？どのような？
俺はひとたび死んだ。だが、巫女様の声が聞こえ、気づけば再び生きていた。
ひとたび死に、今再び生きている。ならば、それは快晴でしょう。
快晴。
九郎様の流因の巫女の力と言われています。快晴の力を与えられた者は死してなおよみがえる。幾度でも。
バカ。
はい、おかしなことです。ですが現に起きている。 また変わったことがあれば知らせてください。改正の力は何も見返りを求めぬとは思えぬのです。
Yeah, I'd still like to upgrade my flask, please.
よく参られました。
There we go.
このひょうたん、お主が作ったというのか。
はい。元は九郎様のためあなたが譲り受けていたのですね。気づいているかもしれませんが、このひょうたんの薬水はおのずと湧き出します。尽きたとて少し休めばまた満ちるでしょう。
薬師としての助けとは。
ひょうたんの種をお持ちください。
種だと。
はい。薬水はひょうたんの種より湧き出します。新たな種を加えれば薬水の傘が増すでしょう。手に入れたら持ってきてください。
わかった。
Yes, please.
はい。それをこちらに。種をひょうたんに植え付けます。よし。これで薬水の傘が増すでしょう。
妙な薬だ。
妙ですか。うん。悪い気はしません。貢献があれば奇妙と思うことでも勇んですべし。それが我が師道元の教えですので。
そうか。
ひょうたんの種を見つけたならばまた持ってきてください。薬水のかさ増しをしましょう。
There we go. Anything new to add?
生まれつきではないならば、あるいは
Okay, yeah, no, we've already heard that. Okay.
何やらちびんと。
ああ、この鈴だろう。仏に備えろと渡された。
あなたにゆかりのある鈴でしょうか。ならば仏師殿と話してみてはどうですか。仏のことならばあの人が詳しいでしょう。
Alright. So now when we rest at a sculptor's idol, we will get to the sculptor in just a moment. When we rest here, now we get 2 flasks. So it's doubly as useful. Let's talk to the sculptor.
なんだ。
お前さ、勘が戻ってきたようじゃな。ちょっと忍びらしくなってきたように見える。とっておきな。
He's given us the Shinobi esoteric text. This is what we use our skill points we get from leveling up on. It's full of things that we can learn, techniques, as well as just general snap boosts sometimes.
これは忍びの技じゃ。侍には真似できぬ忍びの戦う術が書いてある。まあどうするかはお前さん次第よ。戦う術など忍びだけでもあるまいって。
Alright. Yeah, no, I explained, thank you.
チリンチリンと鈴が鳴いてるな。
この古い鈴のことか。老婆が仏様に備えろと、そう言っていた。
その鈴、見覚えはあるか。
いや、覚えはない。
鈴の方は違うな。お前さんに何やら言いたいことがあるようじゃ。
なんだと。
鈴を備えてみるといい。そこにある優しい顔の仏様はわしの彫った仏とはわけが違う。誠の仏師がおられたものだからな。
Alright, but before I do that, could you put these firecrackers in my arm, please? Thank you.
わしが彫る仏は さんもいつか掘ってみればわかるだろうさ。それで何か用か？そう呼ばれる
Can't remember if we already asked him about this or not.
主の主はそれを持っておる。故に付け狙われる。お前さんの体がよ
We did. Okay. Well then.
牙の形を増やしたきゃせいぜい任務を探すことだな。
Yes, thank you.
乗りかかった船じゃ仕込むことだけはしてやろう。
Right, well then. Let's see what offering the spell does, as he told us.
目をつむり鈴の声を聞いてやるといい。その鈴の音が呼び覚ますじゃろう。眠っちまってるお前さんの古い記憶を。
We've been transported somewhere completely new. There's a sculptor's idol. Now we can acquire skills from the idol as well. This is where we use the text that we just got. Apparently we're at the Hirata estate. That name was mentioned by Inosuke, who seemed to recognize us. But I suppose we'll have to investigate that next time. For this time, we're actually not going to get this first thing that's available to us. As much as I would like to, it's not the most advantageous thing to us at the moment. We're going to save up our points for that 2 costing one down there. However, if you want to get this, absolutely worth it. It's a combat art, which is a special thing you can use in battle, and it attacks all around you, which is quite helpful when there's a bunch of enemies. But we are going to save up ourselves. And that's also where we're going to end off this episode for today. We got a new tool for our arm, we found a very strange new place. That's about it. Oh, item. Hello. Nice. And next time we will investigate those seemingly burning rooftops over there. That doesn't seem good. But until then, thank you so much for watching.